This is a
Squad. What's up? What's up?
That ball is belted. Welcome in Carlos Gomez. Hello. Goodbye.
Ay, 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 ay. Oh man, yeah. We rockin' now for real. Yeah. BS3 Sports. Okay. Sports news, get it first when you're getting off of work. Even when you're at work, acting like you're working hard when you're hardly working. I'm a maverick like Dirk, getting Franklin's like Kirk. Hold up, boy. X-Squad, you don't know them boys? Being talking facts on every topic. Overall, we just talking noise, just being boys. Covering Texas sports in them tall hills. That with the fake pass over to Elliott. Better guard your grills like a car for real. Yeah, Cowboys gonna bring a bowl back, Lord willing. Yeah, Mavericks gonna bring a ring back with Mark in it. We live sports, we talk sports, we dream sports, we eat sports. The teacher about to teach the course. Welcome to BS3 Sports.
The weekly show.
Ay, 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 ay. Gross. Oh, man, yeah.
Welcome to the weekend wrap-up show, episode 136. Her first, his fifth, talking about Wimbledon, recapping Wimbledon and other sports news from the weekend. Also, the Benny Awards to the top performers of the weekend. You can definitely put those in the chat room whenever you're ready. Shout out to Sid Galloway. Thank you for tuning in. You can put those in the chat room, like I said, whenever you're ready. No call-ins on today's show, but today's show, which is sponsored by Bay 11 Auto, also sponsored by Spreaker. If you want to start your own podcast, you can do that. Use the promo code BS3 Sports. Shout out to the X Squad Radio Network, which this show is on. Also, my fam over at the No Phony Podcast Network. And you can hear this podcast on Rapture Ready Radio, which is on Live 365. So we got a great show planned for today. Kind of in the dog days of summer, so we mainly just have some NBA news. We're still waiting to hear on Chris Paul. We got some NFL news. We got MLB going on, and we got Wimbledon and UFC going on. So let's go ahead and get right into the show. Today is Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day. Everybody out there that is listening, are you guys planning to buy something on Amazon today with the amazing deals that are supposed to be out there? 9 times out of 10, I probably won't be buying anything on there, but would definitely say, from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of great deals that are out there. So I would highly suggest, if you are looking for something that you want to buy, electronic, whatever it may be, Amazon Prime is a great opportunity to get stuff at a discounted price on Prime Day. So you can definitely check that out. Chief Rocka's show just ended. Chief Rocka, X Squad affiliate, his show was on right before this one on the network. Shout out to Melvin in the building. Go back and listen to the show. I'm seeing stuff saying that this is his last show. If somebody could clarify that for me in the chat room. I missed the end of the show. I normally listen here at work. But if it is his last show, I'm sad to hear that. But I don't know all the full details, so I'm not going to go too deep into that right now. But appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you're listening to the show live, thank you. If you're listening to the show after it's over via podcast, thank you as well. Share the show, spread it out. Let people know that you like the BS3 Sports Show and the Weekend Wrap-Up Show, which is what you're listening to right now. And also follow X Squad Radio so that you can be on top of all the great content that we push out day in and day out. So Wimbledon was great. Wimbledon as a whole, I think, was a great tennis tournament this year. You had a very, very young talent, 15 years old, been talking about her, Coco Gauff. She upset one of the top tennis players in the world. She was awarded the 2019 winner of the Wimbledon Breakout Award, which she 100% deserves it. I wish that she would have went further, but I'm not gonna damper what she was able to do, because it is still amazing at 15 years old. Like I said before, jokingly, at 15 years old, I was not thinking about competing at Wimbledon or thinking about competing in some type of performance or some type of sports event with people like twice my age. So again, shout out to Coco. She wins the Breakout Award in the Wimbledon tournament. So we'll start off with the ladies. The ladies ended on Saturday, and Serena loses to Simona Halep in straight sets, 6-2, 6-2. Simona Halep wins her first. That's why the title of the show is her first, his fifth. So shout out to Simona Halep. Got the job done. She's Romanian. This is her first Wimbledon. And Serena Williams, after the match, it was very interesting, some of the comments that she made. And I think it just shows, though, that she is getting older. She's had a baby. She said that it's harder for her now to get to the end of these tournaments. So to get to the finals, she was saying that it's harder for her. It's not as easy for her as it used to be when she was younger. And I mean, that's understandable, because when you get older, your body gets older, your joints get older, all of that stuff happens. And Father Time is undefeated. It does not lose. Anybody that says that they defeated Father Time is lying, because that's just the way the body works. And you can't continue to play at the top of the top forever. Shout out to Mocha Bella in the building. Shout out to Big L. Thank you for tuning in. But she had an amazing run. Like I said, she lost to Simona Halep in the final. And after the match, somebody asked her, people say that you should stop talking about equality and just play tennis. And her response to that, which I think was greatness, shows the greatness of her, is that she said, the moment that I stop talking about equality and for people to look like you and me, the lady that asked the question, is the day that I die. And to me, that speaks volumes to what her mission and what her goal is, not just with tennis, but with life. So to me, that was definitely a quotable comment that she made. And I think it shows the impact that she wants to make, not just on tennis, but the impact that she wants to make around the world and for women and for equality. Shout out to my pops. Thank you for tuning in. Sending prayers up to my parents and my mom as she's continuing to recover with the pain that she deals with. But she did get some relief, so definitely want to give a shout out to my mom and my dad. Thank you guys for tuning in. They'll be coming up on their 60th. Well, my dad's already 60. He turned 60 in April. And my mom will be turning 60 in August. So big birthday coming up for her in about a month. And can't speak more about my parents. They're here and they show support. They listen to the shows. They show support to all of their kids, immense support to all their kids. Whatever it is that they need, they are there. So going off on a little tangent a little bit, but I want to show some love to my parents. Serena needs to change up her workouts and get her endurance up. And yeah, she was saying it was really tough for her, or as of late, it's been tougher to get to the finals in these tournaments. But like I said, I don't think that's not a knock on her. I just think that she is getting older, and maybe her cardio maybe has to increase. But I can't necessarily say that to know that for a fact. But I do know that she's getting older and she had a baby. You know, there's a lot of other factors in her life now than just tennis. But shout out to Simona Halep. Simona Halep gets the win. She performed well throughout the entire tournament. And when it came down to it, she did exactly what she needed to do to get the W. So, congratulations to her. That's her first time. Simona Halep wins her second career major with straight sets. Serena, who has lost her third straight Grand Slam. But I 100% believe that she will bounce back. This is not the end at all. This is not the end of Serena at all. So don't get that twisted. She will definitely be back. I just think that it's definitely more and more difficult, you know, as you get older. So, but Serena Williams, shout out to Venus, which Coco beat Venus, her idol. That was a very special moment, not just at Wimbledon, but just in the sport, period, when they're able to beat your idol. So huge shout out to all the performers, all the top players at Wimbledon. Now let's go over to the men's side. Again, you're tuned in to the weekend wrap-up show right here on X Squad Radio. But on the men's side, unbelievable performance. Novak Djokovic beats Roger Federer in the longest men's singles final in Wimbledon history to win his fifth straight. So there, hence the title of the show, her first, his fifth, #Wimbledon. Join the story, which both of these had great storylines. And all of these, especially with Coco, with Serena, with Simona Halep winning her first, they all had really great storylines. So this was the longest Wimbledon final in history, 4 hours and 57 minutes. They were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it was really, I think, that just shows you this sport is work. This is not like any other sport, I don't think, because you're not standing around. You're not waiting for something to happen. You have to run and get the ball. You have to run from side to side. It truly takes a lot, and it takes a lot out of each and every one of these players to reach your max potential. That is not easy at all. So I have much respect, much love for all the tennis athletes and everything that they have to withstand, because it is not easy. There's work. So Novak Djokovic wins his fifth, his 16th career major, and they were going at it. So that was Wimbledon from the weekend. Great performances by both of those guys. Let's switch over to some NBA talk. Anthony Davis, AD, has finally been announced with his introductory news conference for the Lakers. So Lake Show is getting back on the map. Shout out to the Lakers getting the guy that they wanted. They wanted the guy. They got the guy that they wanted. If you're a Lakers fan, you know that's all you can really ask for. Them getting the guy that they want, that you want. You didn't get Kawhi, which in deep down in your hearts, all my Laker people, deep down in your hearts, you had to have known that you weren't getting Kawhi. That's not Kawhi's MO. That's really never been his MO. Even though he did get Paul George, so you can say that he added on some more talent. But to me, that would just